Oh my goodness. Hi, guys.
Hello, hello, hello. We're back. Did you
We're
miss
back.
us? Listen, things happen, people travel. So we're back though for Decision Day, day 1 and 2, to recap.
Yes.
So welcome to
Yes.
the Corey Crowns. I'm Ashante.
And I'm Lori, and welcome to our Queendom. Hi, y'all.
Yay. So if you've been watching any of our previous videos, we always talk about how long these seasons are. And man, they want to add another few weeks after the decision day. We can't do it, y'all. We're not gonna be able to do it. So we're gonna discuss decision day,
Oh, God.
our thoughts about what happened, and then we'll come back after the reunion and
Yeah.
talk about that. So we'll be gone
They,
for another couple weeks.
I'm mad at
We'll come back for that.
Lifetime or the producers or
Why?
whoever because they tricked us. They reduced these episodes to an hour and a half, okay?
Oh.
And then just gave us 15,000 more episodes. No, 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 no.
You got
Oh,
hoodwinked, huh?
I mean, I was
Bamboozled.
like, why are there so many episodes? We apologize. This is mostly my fault. So I'm sorry, but this is terrible. Sorry.
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, let's jump right into it. So, decision day.
Yes.
We finally get to hear what the couples decide. So, we'll start with the couples, right? We'll give what we thought were going to happen, what our
Okay.
decision, and then what their final decision was.
Okay.
Want to do that? Okay.
Yes.
Let's start. I feel like let's start with the easiest couple, Nicole and Chris.
Okay. Yes. My favorite. Now,
Your favorite.
can I just put my trump down? Like I called it
Go
from the
ahead.
very beginning. Chris and
You did. You
Nicole
did.
was going to be our only hope,
I only
and
hope.
they were going to say yes, and they were going to make it. Now, I do think she's going to annoy the hell out of him forever, but I was right. That's all I had to say. But anyways, yes, Chris and Nicole.
You you were right. Lori called them at the beginning of the season. I thought she was going to be a little too much for him, so
She
I
is.
was like, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go with no. I was wrong. I did change my mind
You
halfway
did.
through the
You
season,
came.
right
You came on the
before.
bandwagon. Yes.
I did. So at the end, they both said yes. Surprise, surprise.
Yes.
Um, so no big surprise, no big news there. But they both look very happy, and they are starting their life together. She moved in with him. Um, Now, quick question: if you
Yeah.
saw that second episode, right, of Decision Day,
Yes.
did her dog move in too? I
Child,
just
I
remember
don't know.
seeing
I
two.
don't know.
Because I thought that was the one of the biggest issues was neither one of their places allowed more than two dogs. So I
Right.
was like, well, what happened here?
They
Okay.
doing what I told them to do. Smuggle the dog in. Ain't nobody know. You gonna tell me they
Everybody
gonna
counting.
if you have zero dogs, like if you have zero dogs on the lease and you have one dog, you gonna get found out. It's gonna be hard to hide a dog. If you have two dogs on the lease, they don't know if there's 15 in there or just the two. Okay? Just put the dog in there. They don't know. It's fine. And especially when you know you're about to go find another place. It's gonna be temporary. Put the dog in there. What are you doing? Golly. Nobody gonna know. Oh, you were supposed to have two. Now you have one extra little tiny dog. I don't know what you're talking about. Who is you? You work here?
I'm about to say because there's always gonna be that one person that probably is gonna be the neighborhood watch and like,
Okay.
oh, wait a minute now. You're only
Yes.
supposed to have two.
And who is you? Do you know me? I'm a dog walker. I take dogs from all over the neighborhood. Come walk the dog. You know me. Shoot. But
But
yes.
congratulations to Chris and Nicole on making the decision to stay together.
Yes.
And We wish you all the best. I think they're gonna make it.
I think so
What?
too. But I know we're going couple by couple, but can I just say that Nicole is annoying as hell. Nicole
Oh,
needs to mind her business. Nicole, what advice are you doing out here? Like, just hush. Hush. I like y'all together, but girl, I don't know if
she
I
just
could deal
much.
with you like close, like up close and personal. I couldn't do it. She would get on my nerves. But anyways, moving on.
Moving
couples we
on.
got?
Okay, I'll let you select the next couple.
Let's go with the other easy couple, Clint and Gina. I would say. Okay, what did we say at the beginning?
So I was a maybe. So I was like, I didn't know between Chris and Nicole and Clint and Gina. So I said, I'll say yes, Clint and Gina. And then very quickly, I was like, yeah, no, they're not gonna make it. You said no. So
No,
again, 2 for 2 for Lori.
absolutely not.
And decision day, they both said no, which not a surprise at all.
Both said no, but I can walk back that I thought I was going to hate Clint and I end up loving Clint. So I was wrong about that because I think the way how he was portrayed was just like he was just a dog or something, but he was actually so sweet and funny. I don't know if he could cook, but it's just.
You need more to salt and pepper
and oil.
And oil.
Yeah, no, Clint. Sorry, but yeah, they said no, and I don't know. Sometimes I think Clint just wants to sound like important, and he's just like on decision day. He's like, "Oh yeah, we're like 95% of the time we were good." No, you weren't, Clint. What is 95%? Am I like what calculations
I
are you
guess as
doing?
friends.
Not even.
I don't know what he even. Friends. I don't know the math there.
She dogged him every chance she could get. Okay, like in public. Like she was calling him bizarre and weird. She was like saying that what kind of man is he that I have to put him in the bed because he's drunk. Like she was just dogging him. So I don't understand how you gonna say that was 95% of the time. She don't really like you. I don't even see her contacting him. She's gonna pass him in the hallway.
So we talked about with, poor Hank, the dog, that she would maybe reach out to him when she needed a dog sitter. You don't think that no more?
Well, because I feel like she tricked him and she tricked us, right? Because we're always thinking they have fun together. They always laughing. She seems like she likes him. But then when they had like their counseling sessions or when they would meet with other people, she just said really bad stuff about him. So I'm not actually sure if she was just putting on like with him to say, oh, we're having a good time. But in actuality, she just don't like him. Now I'm not sure. And then at the end, she's like, yeah, I don't know, maybe it could have worked, but you never offered to take me anywhere. You never offered to do this. And
I was like, she's just talking there. She know darn well if he would have offered to do anything, it would have repulsed her.
No, she was. I feel like she was just trying to game him. I don't know if she was really honest on how she felt about him. And then the stuff, I go back now thinking about what she said on After Party about how she was never attracted to him, even on the wedding day. And she was kissing him and she had big smiles and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, girl, I feel like you a little shady. So now I don't even know if they would be friends because I would think Clint would not want to be friends with somebody like that who would dog him in front of people,
If the dog wasn't involved, like if he didn't come so attached to the dog, I could totally see like separation. But I feel like he really genuinely developed this
bond
affection for the dog.
Clint, go get a dog. If you got 10 G's, go get a dog. and create a new
Yeah, I
bond
feel like
with a
that
new dog.
that would be the catalyst for him to continue to keep in contact with her somehow, even if it's just a random, hey, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
How's Hank?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna come down and take Hank for a walk or something like that. Like, it just seems like that would be the only reason. But if it wasn't for the dog, she would pass. I could see her totally walking right past him in the lobby like she never seen that man before in her life.
She don't
I could totally see
care. And
that.
I can see that wearing on Clint, like, okay, well, let me just get over this. I think you need to get over it. Get a new dog, go to a dog park, run into another
Yeah,
single
get a
lady
dog.
with another dog, and then you guys will have a little kismet. You go to coffee, and you're like, oh my God, I fell in love, get married. Now we have 2 dogs, whole family, good to go. The end.
That's simple, huh?
Yep, because this ain't it. Sorry.
Yeah. So again, no surprise there. Clinton and Gina both said no.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's only 4 couples left, right? So the next couple, let's go
Oh, we're going to
with
talk about Dom and Mac, though.
yeah, at the end. I
Okay.
mean, or you want to talk
Yes.
about it
No, no,
now?
no, 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 no. Keep going.
Oh, at the end, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Eris and Jasmine, I'll start. For a hot second, I thought Jasmine would say yes. I didn't want her to.
Oh,
But I was like, oh my gosh, is she
I would be
done fell
upset.
for him and said, you know what? There's just this tiny little bit of hope that I'm willing to hang on and see what happens after decision day. But that was what I thought. Aries, he was saying no. I feel like that was an easy answer for him.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think? I still like no.
No. I think once we found out that he did not even call her throughout the day, I figured that was over. I know that was even before the retreat and how she was like, oh, I miss him, blah, 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 blah. But there's just no way that you could be in a relationship with someone you live together. And throughout the day, you don't
And was he still sleeping
call,
in the same
text,
bed?
nothing, zero. Y'all don't hug. Then they stop hugging. They stop holding hands. They stop doing everything. What else is there to like be attached to? Just the theory that we were matched well. I don't think that's enough for Jasmine. I know she was smiling and stuff like that, but I kind of feel like a little bit of that is like nerves being in front of him.
Mm.
That like she's just like, not wanting to push him away or be too honest. And maybe that's what he was saying, is that she's not like completely herself because she's pretending like this is good even though it's terrible. And I just don't think she knew how to express that, and he deserved all of the terribleness that she could have done. But she was just like, all right, I'm just be calm, be patient. But he treated her terribly.
Oh
So
my God.
I'll be upset if she said yes.
Yeah. Again, I was just like, oh, I don't know. I just feel like there's just this little sliver of hope in her eyes that she would say, I want to give him a little bit more time to see. But
Yeah.
at the end, she did say no.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord. And he said no.
Yeah.
What we find out, at least I watched the after party. I don't know if you got a chance
Mm-mm.
to watch it.
No.
So he said on after party that they both had discussed their decision prior to decision day. So it really wasn't a surprise.
But
So they
then
knew.
why did he have the nerve to basically say that she had no love for herself? Because that looked like she was shocked at that. Where she was just like, you don't think I love myself? And he was just like,
I can see why she being shocked at that, but just saying the no part, like, she wasn't probably expecting him to say that.
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm confused why he even said that. If you discuss that it's a no, we both agree that it's a no. Why do you then have to say, I hug
Have to say that.
myself 5 times a
Child.
day, I talk to myself, that means you
Girl.
look like you don't have self-love. If you have to put something on the calendar to say,
hug myself
then
5 times a day.
What?
That was so extreme. I was like, do
And then
we need to know about that?
right, and then to say that you've done it, oh, I was whispering to myself because I didn't want to wake you up, but you never included her in your life. Wouldn't that be good to do with your partner to say, these are my daily affirmations. I want you to be a part of my
Right.
daily affirmations. This is what I do. You don't have to do the exact same thing, but I would like you to understand more about me. I'm finding out that you talk to yourself like the day that you tell me you don't want to be with me no more. Go kick rocks. That does not tell me that you love yourself.
Open
What are you
social.
talking about? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
when he said that, I was like, wait, what? Why is that
Yes.
comment even necessary?
It's
And
not.
what makes you think that? Why, like, what makes you think that she does not? And so the look on her face looked like, wait, what? What are you talking about?
It's terrible.
Like,
And
why
that's
would you
why
think
she
I
went
don't love my
ham. Because she was just like, you wasn't ready for this. How about that? You were never in this. You are not ready to be married. She's like, okay, let me let this out. Because you ain't gonna sit up here and act like I have low self-esteem when you're the
right?
dumbass that be looking at me like this. Like, sir, get out of here. Get out of
What
here.
it came across though for me was like he was doing it on purpose,
I
trying
know.
to downgrade her, make her feel less throughout the whole thing.
Yes.
And like, yeah, I want her to have low self-esteem. And like, oh, because she didn't fight back, quote unquote fight back, but like
Hmm.
speak up, oh, she must not love herself because she allowed me to do this to her, kind of
Which
like.
is terrible.
And
It's terrible.
she was just trying to be a good person and try to just like take it, and she should not have not that
Yeah.
far. She should have spoken up more. But I think also, like you're saying, it's nervousness, it's the cameras. Like,
Yeah.
okay, she probably in her head thinking about how this gonna play out on TV. So she probably
It's
didn't want to be like,
everything.
oh, I don't want to lash out to him and then become like the angry black woman or something like that.
Yeah. And plus
So
she
no,
was
no telling
probably
what was going through her head.
she was trying to be a good wife, right? She was thinking she was already in that mode. We're here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna get loud and all the kind of stuff. We just met, right? You say you have these feelings. I have a different feeling. Let's see how this plays out. But after a while, it's like, okay, sir. All right. At that 1 month anniversary where he was like, we don't need to be intimate, we don't need to have that pressure, I'd have been like,
Still don't know why she
check,
didn't get out then.
check.
Right? I was just like, Dom done already showed you. You do not need to stay up in this.
Get out
Go
of
on and just
here.
be done with it.
Get me out of here. Okay. But yeah, ugh, just gross. Anyways,
Moving on. Who we got next?
last couple, we have what they ended part one with Shaquille and
Mm-hmm.
Kirsten.
Mm-hmm.
Child.
Mm-hmm.
Child. Child.
Mm-hmm.
So I see why the producers ended it this one because I think everybody else knew it was a yes, no, no. That's what we already knew that there was no up and down, there was no ambiguity. It was we know Nicole and Chris, we know Clint and Gina, we know Aries and Dom and Jasmine. Sorry, let's say something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we knew those for the most part. But they do this whole thing. I'm going to go back to when they were leaving each other, right? They have this whole conversation about basically being nervous of decision day together before they go separate. And he was just like, yeah, I'm not 100% because I just don't know. It's not, I'm not feeling it all the way in. And she's just like, well, if you say no, then I'm just going to like run out of there or whatever. And he was like, oh, so that means you're 100% in. She's like, no, I'm not. And I feel like she just didn't want to give up all her cards when he was basically saying he's not all the way in. But I think she was saying she was all the way in. But when you asked her directly, she was just like, no, I'm not all the way, I'm not 100% either, whatever. And he has just been on this weird track of not really being able to articulate what the problem
Mm.
is.
Mm.
So we start there. They have a whole conversation. She's holding on to him. Don't leave me. Don't leave. Stay, stay. He was just like, oh, you're being dramatic. Get off me. It's like there was like no love there. Oh God. So they get there to decision day. And we end with Kirsten saying yes to Shaq, right? And then they just close it off when they could have gave us the 2 seconds. Go ahead. Sorry.
So were you surprised? What were you thinking she was gonna say?
See, this is why I said this is all up in the air. Honestly, when she said yes, I was like, oh, okay, yes. Not shocked. I was just like, okay. That's how I felt, right? So when she said yes, because I feel like either one of them could have swayed each other. So when she said yes, I thought he was going to say yes. Like, because I thought, okay, the way how they do the show, it's hard to say no to someone who says yes to you, I would think. So I could see somebody saying yes and then be like, actually, I just didn't want to embarrass you for everybody, but I really don't want to do this. Can we just cut it? You know, so I could see there being pressure, like peer pressure, right? So I was shocked that he then turned around and said no.
No.
And I see, but now I can't remember what we said at the beginning. Did we say this was a no? I feel like I only had
We
Chris
did
and Nicole.
initially say it was a no.
Okay.
But because we started seeing that change in Kirsten, that we started saying, okay, maybe there's some potential here. So I can see where, like you said, at the end, we were kind of like, it's up in the air between the two of them. But then, as we also said, it was like as she was changing, he was changing the opposite direction. Yeah. But I did think towards the end, as they met with the experts, and he was able to talk about how she wasn't supporting him the way he would like her to support him. Yeah. Like, okay, I thought maybe that was a turn, and that, okay, he realized how he needs to verbalize what he's feeling, what he's thinking, and that would help them. I was shocked he said no. I thought at least they would have made it through decision day saying yes, try after the cameras, and then probably still wouldn't make it, honestly. Yeah. But I did think that they were going to end up saying yes at the end. So I was totally shocked when he said no.
See, it's like I was only shocked because she said yes. Like if she said no and then he said no, I would have been like, okay, I see that. Or if she said yes and he said yes, I would be like, oh, okay. Either direction, I would be like, this ain't gonna work, right? But I could see them both coming to an agreement. But the disagreement is what shocked me, is that like, wow. Like she really was all in, at least to try it. She's like, we're already married. Right. Let's keep going. Maybe it'll be different as we keep going. And I still don't know what he was missing. I don't know why he don't like this girl. I really don't understand it.
That's why I was more shocked. Cause like, well, what is it? He still hasn't, like you said, been able to really articulate what's missing within a relationship. And after he said no, you see Dr. Pepper and Pastor Carol, they were like, wait, what? Yeah. And I think it was one of them was like, he's not going to find what he's looking for. Like he has some kind of like, he's looking for something that just does not exist. Like nobody's going to be able to meet his expectations. And I feel like that is the truth there. Like for some reason he has in his mind, and which is crazy because this is totally what I thought about Kirsten. She had in her mind what this husband, and she still does, what a husband is supposed to do and look like and all of that. But I feel like she started to adapt that as she, she went through the process with him.
She told everybody. She told Shaq and she told everybody all she needed was time. And she got there in her own mind that she could not just jump in and be I'm your wife. She needed that time, maybe 4 weeks or whatever, to really see if she liked him and she could live a life with him. And then when she did, they consummated the marriage. They were having a good time. And then he slowly started backing away. But I don't know why. I have no idea.
Why?
And she
I'm wondering,
actually introduced him to her family, everything, the whole
Cameron,
thing, everything
finally.
he wanted. And then he just was like, nah.
I'm wondering if something behind the scenes
Has
happened.
to
He
be.
heard some information. So I'm waiting for this reunion so we can see maybe what it was.
We
Because
got
it
it.
is really seemed.
I can't even pinpoint what it could be. Bless you. Because it just seemed like it was like she went forward, he went back, and she was like, okay, I will go to all of your conferences. I'll put it on the calendar. I'll do this. I'll do that. And he was like, well, I don't want you to just do it like that. I want you to want to go. Sir, what is it? I'm showing this is the support. Devon Franklin told him, don't negate what she's trying to do. Encourage that she's, trying to be invested in your work life. And even when he was at the end talking to his brother after in the second episode, he was like, yeah, dang it, what did he say? Oh, like I wanted her like to be a part of my career. He was like, my career is good, my job is good, my school is good. I was like, sir, that's all the same thing. Do you have anything else that's happening in your life? Like, what's going
No. Who's talking about that? That's all he had. That is all he had. So this was like should have been a welcome kind of distraction from that, so he can focus on something else other than those two be basically his identity. That right now is his identity.
Yeah.
Work, school.
I don't know. I was surprised of the disagreement. Go ahead.
But then afterwards, right, he started kind of double talking a little bit about whether, it could have been something, maybe he needed more time. Who knows? They can double back. He
always does that. No. That's Mr. Obama coming out. Okay? That's Fobama. Because
Obama?
Yes, Fobama. Because he double talks everything. Remember, we've talked about some of the things that he says. He's always like, oh yeah, everything is 100% good except for this or whatever. Or he over speaks things to make it sound better than it actually is. And now he's like, yeah, I broke up with her, but maybe who knows what the future has. No. I'm Kirsten in this. Don't come back around here. You hear?
She said you had your chance. That's right? It. No, it's the opportunity you lost. It's done.
No,
right?
No. Oh, you never know what God has in store. Exactly. We got something over there in store. This door closed. When one door closes,
closed that door, right?
Another door opens. Sir, no.
But then also when he started crying, I was kind of with Kirsten too. Like, why are you up here doing all this crying? She just kind of had a.
She looked at him and was like, "Oh my god!" That's how I could see the inside of her and be like, "Sir, I wish there was like little bubbles in her head. Like, sir, if you don't
She was like, "You broke up with me, and you doing all this crying? I'm supposed to be crying. Like, what is going on?"
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm with her on that. She was packing up her little stuff. She packed up. This is also me.
She is a ninja. She is a ninja. She was out of there. He was like, he was like, yeah, she moved out. I don't know when.
Don't know when, don't know how, but you ain't gonna see me no more. Okay, don't even call. And he didn't even try calling her. Okay, because she was just like, why? But then he's acting like, oh, I just want to see. We can't be friends. She don't have nothing to do with me. For what?
He knew.
For what?
He was just saying that for the camera.
That's why I'm saying he is Fobama. Fobama.
He was just saying that for the camera.
Because, sir, are you serious? You gonna break up with me and not tell me and then make it seem like, oh, I came up with that on decision day. No, you came here to embarrass me. You could have warned me so I could also say no, but you didn't want to do that. You wanted me to say yes. So we don't talk. You're dead to me. What do they say on Shark Tank? Get out of here. You're dead to me. Sorry. I don't talk to you no more. I don't know who you. Shaq? Who's that? Who's that?
Shaq who?
Who?
No.
Shaquille O'Neal?
Shaquille O'Neal? That's the only Shaq I know. That's the only Shaq I recognize.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she is out of there. I would have been doing the same thing, Kirsten. I'm out. You ain't got to worry about me. Okay?
No, you don't.
Lord. Okay. Those are couples.
Those are the remaining couples, right? They made it through the full 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So now you want to go back to the first couple that called it quits before
we're just
the 1 month anniversary.
Briefly mention their appearances, right? Because they had Mac on here looking at this country house in the middle of nowhere with one of his best friends, as if he's actually looking for a house in the middle of nowhere.
And he moved on to, he already got the casting for the next season or next 2 seasons and getting ready to move to be on. He about to go to another show.
Not. Oh yeah, maybe
you know what?
Show. What?
What's his name? Matt. What? You know they up here looking for contestants for Love is Blind up here in the DC area. Come on up here so you can get on Love is Blind. There you go.
I can see him on there.
There you go.
I can see him on there. Yeah,
that's the show you need to be on.
I could definitely see that for sure. But yeah, so he's looking for a house. Kirsten is his realtor. I didn't know what was going on there, but apparently
she's just here.
Apparently Mac liked to message people and get in people's DMs and try to get people in. I don't know. He seems messy. He seems real messy.
He looks so messy. Like even a few weeks ago when he met with Clint and was talking about Gina.
Yeah.
Like that little smile that came on his face. And like he's
kind of gross.
Like keep an eye out on him.
Yeah. He's gross. I think that was all we had. Did they have a scene with Dom? Like a separate scene?
Just this the group dinner. Which was totally out of order, right? Because wasn't it like the next day that they all got together but they made it look like it was days after.
It had to be because Eris and what's her name? Jasmine still had their rings on.
I noticed that. I said, look, Eris still got his ring on. And they said yesterday, we haven't seen you since yesterday or something like that. I was like, well, why did they
I don't know why they did
edit it that way. They could have just went straight to that as the next thing. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because they usually do something right after decision day to talk about who end up deciding to stay together.
Yeah, I don't know why they did
anyway, so that's the only time she came back and she was there. And she got a little dog, right, to keep her company. And Mac didn't seem to like that. I was like, why?
Mind your business. Shut up. Talk about she got a dog. She works 9 to 5. Most dog owners work 9 to 5. Like, what are you talking about? Everybody's not in the weed business. Oh, sorry. But he don't have his dogs though.
He don't.
Oops.
At least she got hers and still living with her.
Hello. Okay. Anyways. So, well, I don't know what you want to talk about with this dinner. I just want to talk about one thing.
I'm about to say, go ahead and talk about Nicole. I know that's probably where you were heading.
Listen here, Nicole, you are going to sit on a table with all married people. Everybody there is still married. Decision day is just saying, I want to divorce you. In this moment, we all still married. Okay.
All still technically married.
Okay. So, well, maybe not Dom and Mac. Maybe they were able to get that done already. But
I doubt it, but
okay,
okay.
they're all married-ish, right? You have the nerve to be like, so, Mac and Gina, do you think you would ever like go out on a date together? And Gina's husband is still sitting right there.
Yeah,
That was so awkward to me.
that was dirty. That
I
was
was
foul.
like, what is
Like,
happening? Is she
and
serious?
they all were like, "Well, we already know how he feels, what he said, and so what?" Right now, they still technically married, and Clint is right there.
I could see because Dom had already
Dirty.
left by this time. So I could see
Dom,
why
hello.
they brought it up. But if, let's say, Clint left too, then I could see how this conversation would start. But he is sitting right there.
Right there.
I would be like, what is happening? And then even Eris, they have a little camera. Eris talking about, yeah, we all had rumblings and stuff, but I'm surprised she brought it up right in front of his face. But I'm here for it. I was like, what the hell's going on? Shut up.
Of course, he here for it. He ready to already move on and start dating
Oh,
the
yes.
day after.
Absolutely. So I was just like, that was so disrespectful. I think Gina was trying to be a little bit more respectful, like, oh, I mean, I guess we'll let you guys know if something happens or whatever. And Mac was like,
Because
I'll
Mac
be
was
here.
all into it. He was
I'll
like,
be
"Yeah,
good.
so Gina, that's in your court." Like, yeah. He
Oh
wasn't
my
even like,
gosh.
"Okay, it's a little early to let the ink on
Right.
the divorce papers dry
Nope.
before we even." No, he was just
Nope.
like, "Hey, call me,
Yeah. Ew.
DM me."
Ew.
Ew.
Yeah, he's ill to me. That's all I want to talk about with that dinner. Because they were at a, what were they, at axe throwing? Did they
At
throw an
throwing, I
axe?
said
Did they throw an
they
axe?
didn't show it. They didn't show it of them throwing axes, and I was kind of like, "Is that where they need to be on
Oh,
this date?"
oh. Yeah, they're friends now, I guess, apparently. I don't know. It's so strange. But yeah, I'm trying to think, was there anything else? I'm trying to figure out where this kiss is. This Clint and Dominique kiss is gonna be probably the last episode.
Maybe. I saw. If I remember the preview that they showed correctly, he's gonna meet up. Does he meets up with her? I think at a dog park or something.
No,
So maybe that's where they. No,
wait.
I thought I saw him with her. I know he. Okay, so he meets up with Eris because they
Oh,
had a comment about um them having the dogs. But then I thought I saw him and
maybe.
her
Yeah, because
somewhere.
he went on a date with somebody else, but then he also meets up with her. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember. So I'm assuming that's the beginning, and then
Mm.
whatever this kiss is, because from the beginning when they first showed it, I thought, and I think we talked about it, we thought it was going to be some kind of bet at like or game at
Yeah.
the game night
Retreat.
before we knew they broke up. Yeah, the retreat,
Yeah.
but that's not what's happening. So I do not see them together. So I don't
Mm-mm.
know what that is about. Maybe I don't know what that's about.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I see Jazz is kissing some mystery man. They're not showing his face, which is weird because they
Mm-hmm.
showed like the dude that he went out with Clint. They show that girl that he went out with some random girl playing frisbee or whatever. So I'm like, why are they not
Mm-hmm.
showing this dude? Could it be someone from a previous season? But he didn't look like nobody that we would know.
Oh, I
Because
didn't
I'm
even
like,
think
why
like
wouldn't you
that.
show
But
the face? Because like we're not gonna know a random person.
I'm
So
just assuming he didn't want to be seen. Maybe
what? You're on camera. You're gonna be mic'd up and everything. You gonna be. They're not
I
gonna
don't know.
invite you over here and blur your face out. There's got to be a reason why they keep showing the back of his head. I would think, but
Hmm.
whatever. Um,
Ooh, maybe
trying to think.
what if it was like one of Eric's friends or something?
You think she's messy?
I don't know. He mentioned on, so I will say he mentioned on After Party that Black Nashville is small, and so he would get texts or messages from people like, "Oh, your wife out here dating and talking out with so and so." So it could be it's a mutual friend or something like that.
Okay. Why would
I
anybody
don't know.
text him to say that? I'm sure he screamed from the mountaintops when he got divorced. Give me a break. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, he said, "I'm free. I'm ready to date and mingle. Send me your friends," because he was all on his friend wife. Like, who you got ready for me? I'm ready to
Absolutely.
go.
And then he was had
Like,
the
damn,
nerve
nigga.
to be like, "Oh yeah, small, big, tall, short, light, dark. Girl, stop it.
So,
Stop it."
so Jamel Hill is hosting right After Party since Keisha's out on maternity leave,
Jamel
and she
Hill.
asked him. She was like, "Huh?
Jamel Hill?
Mm-hmm. The sports journalist.
After Party?
Mm-hmm. She's a fan, so she. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Got it. I
Yeah, so
haven't seen any
she's
since Keisha left.
hosting.
Okay. Got it.
This is the first one because they didn't have the
Oh,
last
okay.
two.
Okay.
So she asked him. She was like, "Wait a minute, how you gonna tell her like all these small skit, like all these descriptions, but then you got somebody who you're like you don't care, but you care about how she looks."
Of course.
And he was like, "Well, I meant as long as I'm attracted to them." Well, how do you know you're gonna be attracted to
Sir,
them?
stop
You
it.
ask for her to hook you up. It's like a blind date, like
Stop
thing.
it.
Like
He's not, he don't want to hook up for a relationship. That's not what this is about.
he want to hook up, huh?
Exactly.
Oh, preview. Do you see one of the first questions he asked Clint was that he had sex since divorce day?
Yes.
That's all on his mind. That's the only thing
That's
on his
it.
mind.
You see, oh, we didn't even talk about after the decision how he was talking about, yeah, I was looking forward to have married sex, like higher, deeper, go more. And I was just like,
I blocked that out of my head
oh,
because
sorry.
it was just like,
I'm sorry.
really, dude? But no, you're right. He did say that. And I was just
He's
like, you
just
are
terrible.
disgusting.
Yeah.
This is all you were worried about. It's like he wanted to get married just so that he can just have sex whenever, however he wanted. Like,
But he could
that's
have
the only
done
part.
that already. This is why I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. But okay.
Yeah.
Gosh. Oh, that reminds me of Chris. Did you see when Chris told Nicole, "Oh, I have a surprise for you," and he brought out those flowers?
What episode was this?
That was after the decision, after he said that they wanted to stay together. They had champagne. And he was like, "I have a surprise for you." And I was like, "Oh, he's going to give her like a bigger ring or something." And he gave her some flowers.
Okay, I kind of sort of saw that part. I saw the flowers, but I missed the whole "I have a surprise for you" part then.
I was like, "Sir, don't
That's
tell
not
a
a
woman
surprise.
that you got a surprise for her and give her a bunch of
Just give
flowers.
me the flowers. Yeah.
Don't do that. That's not a surprise. Is there something in the flowers? Should I open? Like,
I was about to say you're gonna be digging like, wait, is there something on the stem? Like, what's the surprise? Where's the surprise? Oh, the flowers? No. Like, where is the surprise?
Where is it like? What are we gonna do? Is it something like we're gonna go to like Switzerland or something? Like, where do they have beautiful flowers? Like, tell me where we're going. Nowhere.
Like, just a clue. Just a clue to the surprise.
We're going home. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers.
Together. That's the surprise. Together. Still as husband and wife. Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. So Married at First Sight. Y'all are playing games. This season did not need to be this long for what it turned
Not
out
one of
to
the best
be.
seasons at all.
At all. This is like terrible. Really. Really terrible.
Happy that they're, one couple made it. Congrats again to what's her name? Nicole and Chris. Dang, I forgot they quit. Forgot that quick. Congrats and cheers to you.
Oh,
But
boy.
everybody else, not too surprised. We kind of called it from the beginning that it wasn't gonna be a great season. Not too many couples gonna make it. But anywho, so as we said at the beginning, we're gonna take a break and not come back and review these next couple seasons or next couple episodes.
She spelled
so we'll
right.
be back for.
She said right.
Well, I was gonna get there. We're gonna do the reunion though, right?
Yes,
we're gonna come back for the reunion.
Yes, we are.
And then we're gonna pivot to a new show. We're not gonna do Married at First Sight no more.
No.
So we did decide. Yeah, we decided we're gonna do the next season of Ready to Love, which is on the OWN network. Mm-hmm. So if you don't watch with us. It'll be Lori's first time watching, right?
Yep.
The show.
Never seen this. Yes.
I've watched the last few seasons, the ones that were particularly here in the DC area. So I think that'll be an interesting conversation to talk about that process and how that goes.
My vote was for Love After Lockup, but Ashante did not.
You mentioned it, but we never talked about it.
I think we missed it though. We missed the start of the season, so it's okay.
I mean, listen, do we do anything on time? So we could go back and watch it.
Hey. You don't have to be so real. Thank you.
We review reality TV show, okay? This is reality.
Yes.
Okay, so Ready for Love will be our next series that we'll review. We don't know when that starts yet. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel, do that. Hit the notification button. That way you will get notified when we are ready to start reviewing that season. Before we leave, I want to give a quick shout out to Lori on her birthday. Happy birthday, Lori.
Thank you.
She will be. Are you giving your age? I don't know. Okay. Well, happy birthday, Lori.
This is forever, so we're just going to let this ride. Happy birthday.
There you go. So if you're watching, write a happy birthday to Lori. Send her a note in the comment section. I'm sure she'll appreciate that.
Thank you.
So until then, we want to remind you to do what?
Protect your throne. Bye.
Bye.